Hey everyone, this week I'm running through 6 great photography locations in the UK's Peak District. I'm so lucky to live here in the north of England with the Peak District on my doorstep. It's such an amazing area for photography and there are so many opportunities to get landscape shots. So I wanted to run through some of my favourite areas. I can't go through all of them because it's such a wide area and there are so many amazing places. But I did pick out 6 of my favourites, mainly ones that are closer to me, and I wanted to show some footage and some images and talk about why I like them. So without further ado, let's have a look at the first one. So first up, we've got Stanage Edge, which is about 2 miles north of Hathersage in the Peak District, between South Yorkshire and Derbyshire. And you've got all these amazing gritstone boulders which form this cliff edge, which at its highest point is about almost 500 metres above sea level and stretches for about 3.5 miles. So you can get some amazing compositions, and there are also plenty of these millstones around as well. There's over 1,000 of those scattered around the Peak District and plenty at Stanage Edge to get new compositions. It does tend to look better in the evening as it faces west, so it's good for sunsets. But if you go right to the end, you do get views towards the south and east, so you can get some sunrises there too. And it's good at any time of year. I particularly like it in autumn when you get the brown grasses coming through, and also in September you get the purple heather, so some amazing colours. So it's well worth a visit. It's easy to get to. You've got Hook's car park where you can park, although it does get full at peak times, but there are laybys to park in as well, and you can get some amazing shots, so it's well worth a visit. So next up we've got the Wyming Brook Nature Reserve, which is over 100 acres. You've got the Wyming Brook River itself running through a ravine with foliage and mossy rocks and woodland surrounding it, and it's just an absolute gem for photographers. Everywhere you look there are opportunities for woodland photography, landscape, long exposure, waterfall photography, but also macro and wildlife. You name it, you can do it at Wyming Brook. You do need to come prepared. It can get quite wet there. You've got slippery rocks as you can see here, so you need to wear good footwear, but it's absolutely well worth a visit, and it's great at any time of year, but I particularly like it in autumn when you've got these amazing colours with the oranges and yellows coming through between the greens, and you've got the blue of the rocks. There's just such a variety of colours. There is a free car park, but I would recommend going outside of peak hours, perhaps avoid weekends if possible, and if you come on a rainy day you still get great photography, but you'll find far fewer people there. So you can see the amazing colours here in autumn. This is one of my favourite images and it's one of my favourite locations as well. Definitely worth checking out. So another edge now, this time Curbar Edge, and it's so easy to get here. You just drive right up to Curbar Gap car park, and that's free for Blue Badge holders and National Trust and RSPB members, and from there it's just a 5-minute walk and you're on top. And at 300 metres it's not quite as high as Stanage, but you do get these spectacular views looking out over Derwent Valley. It's great in spring and summer when you've got these amazing green colours, but also really good in autumn when you've got the orange of the grasses coming through, and you can also get the heather up there as well. It does face west, so again, good for sunsets where you've got that golden hour light, creating some amazing definition in the fields in the valley down there, but also hitting the side of the edge. And if you're lucky, you can get some amazing skies at sunset time too. I think it's got some really good features which set it apart from Stanage, such as these gritstone pillars, and they can just add some great foreground interest in your compositions. I like to use a wide angle lens, and that allows you to capture some of that foreground interest such as the boulders and the grasses, but still get your great vistas in the background and hopefully your amazing skies. You've also got some great areas surrounding Curbar, such as Big Moor, which is just northeast, and here you can see deer, which is great from September onwards when you've got the rut and you can see stags. So I got this shot there, it's one of my favourites. So amazing landscape vistas, but also fantastic for wildlife. So moving on now, we've got Ladybower Reservoir. This is just north of Bamford, and it's actually a man-made reservoir where they flooded a village, and you used to be able to see a church spire sticking up out of the water when the water level was low, but I think that's gone now. But there are still great views all around here and some great walks around the reservoir as well. And there are some really interesting features such as a viaduct which carries the A57 across the reservoir, and you've also got these drains where when the water level is too high the water will rush down into the centre of those, and they're great for long exposure photography. You've also got some really cool features such as these towers which look great in the golden hour light and just really help to break up the landscape and create a bit more interest in your shots. This is another shot of the drains but from above, so you can see there are some really good opportunities for drone photography as well. And the surrounding area is fantastic too. This is up on Derwent Edge, which looks out over Ladybower as well as Upper Derwent and Howden reservoirs. So this is really good for sunset shots as it faces west, and you've got that great golden hour light coming down, and I was able to come up with this shot here, which is one of my favourite shots. So fantastic for hikers, great scenery, also well worth taking your camera and great for landscape photography. So next up we've got Mam Tor, which is a 517 metre high hill near Castleton in the Derbyshire Peak District. As you can see, it's great for sunrise shots. You've got that golden hour light just washing down with those peaks in the distance and that fence creating a leading line into the centre of the shot. You've also got the Hope Valley with the cement works in the distance there and this fantastic landscape. Here you can see the same valley from Winnets Pass with the road running down between the hills there. And you can also get some great sunset shots if you look out in the opposite direction from the top of Mam Tor. You can just see the sun setting behind the peaks there in the distance, and if you get the right sky you can get a really spectacular shot. You've also got the Edale Road which winds its way down on the west side of Mam Tor, and that can create some really interesting images, particularly if you get some long exposure shots of the cars driving through there at night. And this is Winnets Pass again. You see the cars just driving down there between the hills, and the view that you get here through Winnets Pass looking out towards the cement works in the distance looks great at sunrise time with those layers, especially if you get some fog or mist in the distance. So fantastic landscape opportunities all around, but particularly at sunrise time. And here is a classic shot from the top of Mam Tor looking out at sunrise time in summer. And so finally, probably one of my favourite places in all of the Peak District is Padley Gorge, just north of Curbar Edge, not too far from the village of Grindleford. You've got Wyming Brook, which runs down through quite a deep valley, creating all of these fantastic waterfalls with the boulders and mossy rocks at either side, and all of the foliage and trees and things, quite similar to Wyming Brook. So you've got all of these fantastic opportunities for long exposure shots with the waterfalls and woodland photography, and a little bit of wildlife as well. And I like to start at the National Trust Longshore Estate car park, and from there you can walk down through the Longshore Estate, where there are quite a lot of sights to see along the way, until you come to the B6 521 road, and you cross over that and you come to this area of fantastic woodland with these really old gnarly trees. And if you get the right conditions, such as when it's foggy like it is here, you just get spectacular images. And it's particularly good in autumn when you've got these amazing colours with the greens and oranges, and you get the nice blues in the background. So fantastic for woodland photography, like I said. And I really like to capture some of the waterfalls here with the surrounding woodland. I captured this image with a wide angle lens, and I really like how you've got that yellow tree there amongst all of the green, slightly long exposure capturing the waterfall. So that's 6 of my favourite places in the Peak District, but like I said, it is a big area and there are so many great places for landscape shots. So I would recommend checking out Dave LaFan's channel, Let's Click Photography. He's more on the west side, the opposite side of the peaks to me, and he covers more of that area. So he's a great photographer, very knowledgeable. I'll put a link to his channel in the description below. And that's about it for this video. So huge thanks for watching, everyone. Really do appreciate it as always. If you are new to the channel and you're not yet subscribed and you'd like to do so, you can just click down there on the big red button, and that way you'll keep up to date with everything I'm doing each and every week. There's a new video every Sunday morning at 10 AM UK time. So I hope you'll join me next week for the next one. But until then, thanks a lot everyone, and bye for now.